Hello and welcome back to the Flourgoldwizards channel. I'm Jason. That's Rigby, my mining partner. We're part-time gold prospectors based in Wisconsin, and today we're at a spot that has some really good gold. We have the whole day just to sit here and work. And we pan around a little bit. Oftentimes I get pulled in this direction and pulled in that direction, but today it's just me and my partner, and we're gonna stay in this one spot and we're gonna dig all day long. Even the boss, my wife, Mrs. Wizard, told me not to rush home. She had some other stuff going on, so I'm not going to. I'm going to stay right here, and I'm going to get as much gold as I can and enjoy my day, minus the mosquitoes. Let's see what we're going to do. Back in a bit. Now, if you're wondering how I found this spot, well, I didn't. Rigby did. He's my gold sniffing hound, right, Rigby? That's right. It's hunting season, so I've got his orange jacket on. Dog sausage doesn't taste good, so don't shoot my dog. Now, I've got a really nice setup location here for my sluice, and I'll show you that in a second. I brought my big one today with my VDR mat, and it's a really good spot because where I want to work is right around the corner up here. Now, there's nothing fantastic looking about this area. I mean, I'll pan into the bank right here. It's just solid clay, solid blue clay. Let me see if I can get a little bit of that out of there. Look at that. See that? Just nothing but clay. There's no gravels mixed in this stuff whatsoever. But if you get down just a little bit, actually you can see pretty good through this water. The clay goes down to about right there. And then there's gravels worn away by the current in here. And all the clay that got washed off is long gone. And it leaves gold and gravels. But it's a little bit too deep maybe to work right in that area there. But I have in the past tested numerous times right over here around this island. It's a big inside bend coming around us, goes way around that way, and it's depositing all this real light wash sand way up high like that. Now you can't dig in the banks in this body of water right here, or for any body of water in Wisconsin. So I'm looking for areas like this. Now it's right out in the middle here, and you can see that the current is going right up and over all this stuff, and it's cut a channel around the left side right here, and it's got all kinds of gravels pushed right up on top of this stuff. And there's really, really good gold in here. Sometimes 30 to 50 pieces, minus a million, but they're pieces of gold in a pan. And on the tail side here, all the lighter materials getting washed off in the low pressure zone on the back side of this island right here. So I probably won't do much right in this area. The gold I've found so far has all been concentrated right up around the front there. And if you can notice how wide the creek is right here, it goes from about 10 feet wide right over there to about 20 feet wide right here. And that gold is dropping out right in this area right here, and it's concentrating right up around in this area here for whatever reason. It might be just the way of the flow. A lot lighter material right there, and it gets a little bit heavier out here and a little bit more flow, and the gold has been concentrating right here. So we're gonna dig the crap out of that today, and we're gonna run it through my sluice. That one. Back in a bit. Well, I think what I'm gonna do first is I got a pail of water right here, and I've got my classifier that I made. See that? It's a nice one. And I'm just gonna classify buckets of material. Let me pull that right down by me. Right about there. We'll just shovel right into that baby. I'm gonna pick up right where I left off, right in here, because there is fantastic gold right here. I'll show you this material. This gray clay mixed with gravels right here. This stuff is loaded, loaded, loaded with gold. We're gonna be on it all day long. I'll throw that right in there. And this classifier chews through that clay like nobody's business. Every once in a while, you might have to get in there and stir around some of these big, hard, dense balls of clay. That's no big deal. Just like that. And dump. Repeat. See that? That's got gravels built right into it. Nice small ones, big ones, all kinds of them. So I'm not going to break these all the way down. See, there's no gravels inside of them, but you want to make sure and you get all the gravel washed off of them. Just like that. And that's what you're left with. And dump. Hey buddy, you gonna help, huh? And if you think I'm going to fill that whole pail up without doing a test pan, you're crazy. It's always test, test, test. That's how you get on the best gold. Now, I already know there's great gold here, but who knows? Maybe another YouTuber came down here and cleaned it all out. But before I get to panning, well, Rigby over here, he's on the hunt. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's a squirrel over there teasing him. Hey, Rigby, you like that squirrel? Nope. All right, we'll bust up some of these clay balls here. Look at all that gravel built right into them. Yeah, we'll get that all mashed up good. Just like that. That one came all the way down. That was solid gravel. A little bit of clay in there holding it together. Look at that. A couple little clay balls. Gonna get some of these bigger rocks out of there. Oh yeah, got all kinds of clay in there. Get that all mashed up. Yeah. And this is an XP pan right here. My new go-to. I love these pans. There's a link in the description for them. There we are. Let's take a little look at this stuff before we get it all the way down. Nice mixture of decent looking size cobbles in there, gravels. And I can tell there's lots of black sand in this stuff. So let me get this stuff worn down just a little bit further and we'll see if there's any gold in it. That's right, wait them out, just wait them out. All right, here's the results from our test pan. It's phenomenal. There's 29 pieces in there. Some of them are extremely small, but you still got to count them. As you can see, there's small, big, well, not big, but a lot of small. And a great big, huge chip of garnet right there. Usually when I find garnets in this particular body of water, I'm finding some pretty darn good gold. And that, in my opinion, for one pan, is good. So I'm going to quit jack-jawing with this darn camera. And I'm going to start filling up pails, well, a pail at a time. I'm going to get my sluice set up right around the corner up there. We're going to start dumping. The only way I'm going to get lots of buckets run is if I quit jack-jawing. There's my sluice, PDR mat. Back in a bit. Got it. All right, well, we've got 3/4 or so of a pail of material here. Now, I don't like to fill those all the way up when I'm working with clay, because at the bottom you'll wind up with a big, hard, cemented blob of clay that's tough to get through your sluice. It'll roll right off, and it'll take your gold with it. And all we got to do now is build this dam up a little bit. Once I get a bunch of rocks built across here, maybe even that log, the water level will rise, and I'll have a little bit more elevation on the top end of my sluice right there. We want to get enough water flow and elevation, or pitch, as you might say, in your system to make it run properly. So that's what we're going to do next. Back in a bit. I think we're in business. Let's throw a scoop on there and see how she's running. That didn't take too long. I'll scatter it on there. And we'll just inspect the mats, make sure everything's dancing around nicely. And it is. Those little spinnerets are spinning real well. And all these little drop riffles are kicking around just like you want. So that's real good. We're going to be catching gold. That is a fact. And that black rubber roofing mat I got up on top, that just sits on top of there so the water flows evenly with the top of my mat, so I don't have a big drop or a big rise or nothing. Everything's nice and flat. And the gold will stick to that just for a split second or maybe a little longer. It'll creep down there, and it's a good indicator to tell if you're shoveling gold on your system or not. So we're going to keep shoveling away. Now with a big mat like this one here, I can shovel on there pretty quickly. We've got a really good amount of water flow going through there, and that's going to allow me to move more material faster. That's what it takes. This is a numbers game. He's going to find another spot. Back in a bit. And I'll show you a couple little pieces of gold that are stuck on there just for a split second. Like that one right there. I've been seeing quite a few of them, and they will stay on there for quite a while at times, like that one there. Well, there's a couple of them there now that I see. And there's actually a few more scattered about in there. There's a decent looking one right up in there. Sure. But next time I put a scoop on there, like right now, and I'm just about done with that pail, those will probably get pushed off with some of them gravels and a little bit of clay here and there. But it definitely tells me if I'm shoveling gold on there. And we are. And for those of you guys out there just getting into the hobby, and it is a hobby, when you're running clay like this, I'll show you. Look at this stuff right down here. That's all hard as a rock down there. And if you put it on your sluice, see that? There's a big ball right there. Sometimes they'll roll all the way down there and they'll snatch material up on the way down. So if you just add a little bit of water to your pail and stir it around like that, break all that clay up, then it's already broken up before you put it on the sluice. And off it goes. You'll stand a better chance of capturing your gold. We work hard enough without having to lose it. Well, I haven't seen Rigby around for a while. I think I'm gonna grab me a little snack while he's gone here. Oh. Well, that didn't take long at all. I tell you what. Well, this snack time is brought to you by Wenzel's Farms. Wenzel's beef sticks. Rigby approved. Yeah, that's right. He's a hard-working miner. He needs that. Let's start on pail number 2. There's lots of gold in there. That old over-the-shoulder trick doesn't work with me. I tell you, what a ham. Well, all right. You're so darn handsome. I tell you. Well, we've got 2 little over half 5-gallon pails run through there so far, and this thing is absolutely running perfectly. And I've been seeing gold piece after gold piece, just hundreds of pieces of gold land on that mat and go into my sluice. Now the question is, do we keep running or do we do a cleanup on a full level 5-gallon pail just to see? We're gonna do a cleanup and take a look at it. And back to running. Right. You still giving me the over the shoulder? Just knock it off. Well, we've got that gold cleaned up out of the black sand. Now I took my time, absolutely took my time, because I want to get an accurate representation of the gold that's in one level 5-gallon pail out of one of my best spots. Just take a look at the gold in there. That is one level 5-gallon pail right there. Let me see if I can focus my camera in a little closer. Sure I can. When I said I was counting hundreds of pieces going by, I wasn't a kidding, man. Look at them all. That is lots and lots of pieces. There's some bigger ones in there, but the absolute micro minus 10 trillion pieces are in the thousands probably. And I got a big piece of lead. So we're definitely doing really well. And I think what I'm going to do is just continue to run. No more cleaning up like this. This took forever. That was an awful lot of material to go through. This isn't even half of it right here. And I do see some pieces of gold floating there. Like I said, it probably took me dang near 15 minutes to get all that gold out of there. And that's 15 minutes of run time. On a spot like this, you want to run as much as you can because we are absolutely killing it. Just killing it. Killing it. Got it. Video update 52,007.3. It's heating up out here, but we're still going. I do believe this is my 5th pail on here since we did a cleanup, and I have not cleaned this thing out yet. I'm just going to keep running and running and running. Hopefully we'll have something absolutely fantastic built up in here by the time we're done. But everything's running real well, and I'm still seeing plenty of gold on the sluice. Got my indicator mat up there. All is well. Look at, there's a couple pieces right there. Kind of skirmishing down. This stuff is absolutely loaded with gold. Loaded! So let's keep running. Back in a bit. Video update. I'm sweating like crazy. Look at my hand. We've been at this quite a while. I just got back with another greasy old slimy smelly pail of clay, and the sluice cleaned out quite a bit. But look in there, you can see all that gold still sitting in that top riffle right there. Some nice looking pieces too. I'm sure it's scattered all along inside of there. Heck yeah, it is. Look in there. Well, we got another big pail of gold right here. We're going to throw that on there, and then I'm going to do one more. One more. Well, Rigby says it's time to go, and it is time to go. My back's killing me. Got the sluice up and out of the water, and we did a cleanup. Now that right there is 10 5-gallon pails. Look at that pile of gold right there. I wonder if I can tap that just sitting on the ground. That doesn't work. But that is a pile of gold all day long. Look at that. That is thick as all get out. I didn't even dump that first couple of pails in there yet. It's right here. Let me go ahead and dump that in there if I can. Try and get off of there. Blink. All right, I'm going to dump that one in there too. Oh, heck yeah. Look at all the gold we got in that one. We did stellar today. Absolutely stellar. We're going to get this stuff home, and we're going to crack a cold beer. Like I said, my back is killing me, and it's getting warm out here. Well, we made it back. Rigby's taking a 5 already. Moose is glad to see us, isn't he? Yes, he is. I've been back a little while, long enough to have a beer or two. That's not to say I can't have another one. Matter of fact, I've even got that gold all separated and cleaned out in a pan here. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. We did fantastic today. Absolutely fantastic. Come on, you glare, get out of here. Got it up next to a mercury dime right there. Just for size reference. That's pretty darn good. Look at that. There's no big pieces. There's a couple of little wiry looking ones. But there sure are a lot of pieces. That's for sure. I'm quite happy with that. Quite happy indeed. Yeah, I sure hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I sure did, and I know Rigby did. The old over-the-shoulder works every time. We found a lot of gold today, and all we had to do was stick to our guns. Dig in that one spot. I knew there was gold all day long, and it sure paid off. That's a great pile of gold over there. So until the next episode, like, share, subscribe. Please do leave a comment. It helps build my channel. Flourgoldwizards, out.